Today I'm in Birstall in Leicestershire, and right behind me is the Birstall Social Club. I'm here for the Syston Modern Railway Club's Modern Rail exposition, and there's plenty of layouts on display. So we're going to go inside now and have a look at all the layouts on display. Spion Kop. This small compact N gauge layout by Derek Gelsthorpe is a fictional layout set in Derbyshire, but the name is taken from a village near Mansfield. Spion Kop, or Spy on the Hill, was a famous battle in South Africa in the 19th century, and named after a stand at Anfield known as the Kop, home of Liverpool Football Club.
See that?
Oh. The storm or
Nah, I'm okay. They made a boat out of wood.
He comes this side and just tell me and then I'll...
You pause today.
How many tractors?
See goats? Up there.
Shall we move on?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Crawford Viaduct, or the Clyde Viaduct. This N gauge layout with a bit of modernist license to compress the layout is set on the West Coast Main Line outside the Scottish village of Crawford in the Borders region, between Beatuck and Carstairs. The viaduct runs underneath the River Clyde, built by David Harrison.
So when I go up to York, I don't got those lots that I used to. When I go up to York, two at a time, you've got the Scottish train, Birstall, Wales, but it feels like you're right here, that's a bar, you're very close to the train.
Friday Bridge Goods Depot, or someone else named it Fried Egg Bridge. This EM gauge layout is a what-if extension of the Wisbech and Upwell Tramway if it got built. There was plans to build the lines to Elm and Friday Bridge, but nothing happened, but this layout is set in 1963.
How are you? Are you alright?
The Electric Tramway. This double gauge layout was built by David Tooley, a member of the Iavenhoe Modern Railway Society, but sadly passed away in 2020, and now is operated by members of the Iavenhoe Modern Railway Society. This layout is to demonstrate the various methods of power employed by tram manufacturers and operators in Great Britain.
Dad, we got them in money.
That's Ansell's project, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, there does seem to be a lot of waffling going on.
Bessie's Balls. This double-O gauge modelled diorama of Shrobnall Wharf, featuring the long-lost Burton watering hole, the Mount Pleasant Inn, but became very popular with boat crews and local Burtonians who gave it the name Bessie's Balls, after the original landlady, as the pub remained held in the Ball family for 102 years. Sadly, the pub closed in 1961 and no traces of the pub and the railway line exist. This was built by David Wright. Effingham Street. This double-O gauge layout, with a bit of 009, is built by Steve and Chris Saxby. This layout imagines a rare LMS-built connection north of Manchester, linking the former Lancashire-Yorkshire Railway's Berry line towards Luton-le-Willows. By the BR era, the through services have closed, leaving a small yard, local DM services, and surviving industrial freight, including a working narrow gauge factory railway. Burgdorf. This HOe layout by Kevin Williamson represents a small narrow gauge station in the Australian Tyrol. Inspired by the Zillertal Barn, hopefully got that right, with passengers, freight, timber and tourist steam trains set against the 1970s Alpine backdrop.
It's pushing the trucks back into the station yard down there, where there are people waiting to put a load inside the.
What is that? Do they turn themselves?
In real life, you change the points by flipping those levers over.
Yeah.
It is. Now the passenger train can go, and I think the next train that we'll see come out of the sidings, the hidden sidings, is going to be. There comes a steam train. Because it's not got an engine on it. So
What's going to push that?
Lydd-on-Sea. George Ansell's double-O gauge layout is inspired after a visit to Dungeness Nuclear Fast Terminal. It is close to the site of the former Lydd-on-Sea station platform. This layout is a what if the line was kept open for passenger trains. The layout is operated by the members of the Iavenhoe Modern Railway Society.
How are you? Yeah, I'm very well.
Lochgorm. This double gauge layout by Nick Pallet, which portrays a small terminus set in the northeast of Scotland, and is set in the early 1960s with British Railway green diesels, which includes local passengers, long distance passenger, and freight including fish.
Which you can still do plenty of different trains instead of doing
Burch Green. This double gauge layout by the Bingham Model Railway Club began life as a tribute to their friend, to late Reverend Chris Burch, who built a series of small N-gauge layouts for children to shunt trains under supervision. The layout is a simple shunting puzzle with a fiddle yards at the right hand end and a series of sidings at the left. Mine. All mine. This double O-line gauge layout is operated by the charity Models for Heroes. The layout is a split-level slate quarry and mining scene set on a cold November's morning. The layout was built to fit between two 12-bottle wooden wine boxes.
No, thank you.
As an added bonus, next door to the Birstall Social Club is Syston's Model Railway Society club rooms, and the following layouts are owned by the club. Grimley Heath. This new double-O gauge layout, which is under construction, has a laser cut bridge which has been designed, cut and assembled by the club members, and they were letting people test their DC only locomotives on the layout during the weekend.
Oh, is it not? Dad was just asking, was it your pizza?
It's a big bits on my desk.
But you're interacting with the kids really well. Just listening to you, then it's like brilliant.
They're only the warship and the aeroplanes.
So you've had a steady.
It is. I've tried to get it back
It doesn't matter. It is what it is, Gregor. Yeah, I went saying to Dad, I've been walked around a bit this morning.
Vale of Tranmer. This is a completed double-O gauge layout. The passenger area is an automatic shuttle and the freight area has recently been converted to DCC. Horse Cove. I saw this layout static last year, but this N-gauge layout is in the process of being rebuilt, as it has new subframes and baseboards, and the club members managed to save the scenery, which was the tunnels and behind the track. This layout is set along the famous Dawlish Seawall in Devon.
Oh, it's not looking though. Yeah.
I really do like the Syston Modern Railway Expedition, as it's a local community focus show which I enjoy chatting to the exhibitors and members. I would like to thank the Syston Modern Railway Society for putting on an excellent modern railway show, the exhibitors for their wonderful layouts, and a special thank you to Kevin Williamson at Burgedorf, as the information for these layouts were on QR codes, which were dotted around the building. Without his advice, the video would have been commentary free. And I'd also like to thank you for watching.